to the organisers. This is a very timely discussion, and as I'm also here representing the EU Cariforum Consultative Committee, I think it's very important setting a precedent for more collaboration between the works we're doing between regions. So I'm going to be talking about situating the role of civil society in the SADC IPA based on our experience at the EU Cariforum level. And our experience is based on both my professional experience working on the IPAs for the past 6 years and my organisation, the African, Caribbean, Pacific Young Professional Network's experience over the past 4 years working on the IPAs. And if I can sort of situate our experience, I'll do that using 3 main examples. But if it was like to be on a scale, it would range from being extremely flexible and agile in our approach to being very planned and strategic in our organisation. So on the 3 examples I'm going to give, it's kind of on this scale from flexibility to strategic planning. So the first experience and lesson we can say is about creating institutions. And one of the things we realised as a group of young experts in Brussels, or based in Brussels, but young experts all over the world using the platform of Brussels to have impact, was that often there wasn't a space for young people to contribute their expertise in international fora. So one of the things we did was we created the Youth Forum of the EU ACP Joint Parliamentary Assembly. So legally, as part of the EU ACP binding relationship, there is a joint parliamentary assembly which happens twice a year for plenary sessions, twice a year for committee meetings, and twice a year for regional meetings. So that's 6 times a year. Over 100 members of parliament from EU and ACP countries meet. And yet there was never space historically for young people to be involved in this meeting. So what we did was we used this forum that met so often as a space to bring young people together, and every time that the members of parliament are discussing trade, but not only trade issues, we brought young people and we said, you also discuss them, know what's on the agenda and get involved. So that's the first example, and that was so important because here what we're doing is we're not just operating within the IPA framework, but we're in a way we're operating outside it, but bringing IPAs to these discussions. So we've taken the forum follows the Joint Parliamentary Assembly, so we've held it in 5 places over the past 3 years. So Windhoek, Namibia was the first place, Nairobi, Kenya, St. Julian's, Malta, Port-au-Prince, Haiti. We're in Brussels in June, and in December it will be held in Cotonou, Benin. We also innovated beyond just holding the youth forums, by holding also regional youth forums. So we're in Nairobi in April to have the first regional youth forum where we were discussing trade and agriculture in particular. The second point of experience is so whereby you don't need to create new institutions, you can also just create spaces within existing institutions, and that's something that was mentioned earlier on. And this is perhaps the most relevant experience for you here because it's based on our experience of joining and becoming a full member of the EU Cariforum Consultative Committee. So the committee, as was mentioned in the first presentation, is a formal part of the EU Cariforum IPA. There is this space for the consultative committee. But thankfully, we had, before the committee had even been established, as young experts globally, we used this platform of Brussels, and we said we're going to be involved in every civil society debate on the IPA as possible. So we were responding to EU consultations, we were making ourselves present and visible. So when the first meeting was held in 2014, we were invited as observers, and so we participated as observer until we were actually invited to submit our application to become full member. Everything's okay? So yeah, we became full members of the EU Cariforum Consultative Committee in 2017, and I can also give you, if you have one more specific knowledge on the types of things that we're doing there, I actually think that this should be the start of a very close relationship where we share our minutes with you, where we could possibly even invite one of a representative from the SADC region to listen in, because we also do our meetings on Zoom as well, to our meetings, so you can hear some of the things we're discussing and how we have been able to organize ourselves over the past few years. Because in comparison to some of the other civil society mechanisms that the EU uses with other regions, we had to develop our own rules of procedure in the Cariforum Consultative Committee, which also gives us flexibility to organise ourselves how we like. However, it's been a very interesting journey. And the third point is the importance of moving beyond silos. So, insofar as possible, have synergies all the way. That would be like my lesson from working in this space for the past 6 years, and especially in the EU Cariforum Consultative Committee space. One of the things we're doing is we're trying to create new paradigms, and one of them is going beyond. We hear a lot about PPP, public-private partnership, but actually what we're saying is academia has been kind of left out, or academia can work in a silo. So why don't we bring in all of these together? So let's work along the PPAP paradigm. That's our new paradigm that we want to really foster, especially also given the fact that in the consultative committee, we have each of these participants from the different sectors in the consultative committee. Just in terms of reflection, it's important to be proactive, because I think also in your perspective, tell me if I'm wrong, or I think this will be part of the discussions later on, there is no set in concrete yet. I think there are some proposals, but nothing is set as to how SADC Civil Society will formally organise themselves in the EPA. However, in the Caribbean case, hold on, sorry, I've sort of lost track on why I'm telling you this. Let me just draw some comparisons. So, what I find extremely interesting about where you have come today, given the fact that you're not formally institutionalized like the EU Cariforum Consultative Committee, is that actually you already show quite a lot of maturity. And I think that had we already been so organized at the EU Cariforum level, we could have even got further than we are today. We're still in a lot of discussions that I think we can go a lot further in. So I think there's a paradox here, and that's where we have a lot of cross-fertilization and synergies and learning to do together. Because whilst you might be young, I think you as a grouping seem already quite mature in the ideas and the visions that you have, and based on some of the reflections I was reading in earlier discussions that were happening here in Johannesburg earlier on this year. Also, given the fact that the EU Cariforum EPA has no sustainable development chapter, and in comparison your EPA has no direct reference to CSO, I think they're very interesting synergies, and for the region in particular, I think actually this is a strategic and historical moment as civil society to come together and organise yourself. So actually my main advice is don't wait, just do it. And so this is a good first step that you are already all here and being very proactive. Just letting the researcher in me come out now. I think it's important to also recall some of the lessons from Walter Rodney, who talked about the development under development dialectic, and recall that we are here because we believe in structural transformation, and this is what we want to work towards. And also referencing another great personality from the region is Sir Shugat Ramphal, who is the first Secretary General of the Commonwealth. He, in analysing these EPAs, he actually says the danger in these type of agreements lie in the fact that they can lead to a type of new colonialization based on economic weakness. So I believe we're all here to promote the synergies possible and to make sure that we can foster that structural economic transformation that we all need. Thank you.